After being delayed by illness, the Tiger Kids are back for another podcast. Round 4 against the New Zealand Warriors tonight. Let's do this. Disappointing loss to the Rabbitohs last week, 20-16. I thought we had hope at halftime, Tristan Hope, at halftime when we got that 8-point try. But yeah, let's go through the try scorers. First try scorer of the game, Jai Gray in the 3rd minute. Disappointing, we just weren't switched on at that point. Then Jack Whiten again in the 7th minute. Again, weren't switched on, weren't warmed up. Then we gained one back on them. Two. Samuel Afinu in the 36th minute and Hamasi Maxine in the 39th minute. Obviously, the 39th minute being the 8-point try. But yeah, and then after halftime, it all just fell to pieces. Latrell Mitchell in the 51st minute, and then Alex Johnson from that kick that we should have recovered, but we didn't. We got 2 out of 2 conversions and 2 out of 2 penalty goals. One of them was the 8-point try field penalty goal, and Latrell only kicked 2 from 4. So Adam Dewey just beating Latrell, but just couldn't get the win done. And that's it for our review this week. Now's the time for our 10 in the bin segment, where we 10 in the bin something that we didn't like in the game. You can submit your 10 in the bins through our Instagram. Follow us, we'll follow you back, and you can just submit it in our DMs. But my 10 in the bin was the ref just wasn't getting anyone back on side at all. I know we've said it before, but who names their kid Wyatt? Wyatt Raymond? Got to lock in with those Elfies, I see. Reese, what's your 10 in the bin?
My 10 in the bin is I'm 10 in the binning for Jagray's really, really bad acting when you said the ref who just didn't see it, just didn't have his eyes on. That Wyatt guy just didn't have his eyes open. So yeah, that's my 10 in the bin. And that's our 10 in the bin for this week. Now it's time for this.
Now it's time for our Target Purr segment. Obviously, our rumours. But this isn't really a purr. This is more of a roar. Both our halves got injured last week. So we needed to dig into the Mariana Trench of our halves. Obviously, Jock Madden, Latu Fainu. Who's that other kid? There's another kid. Javon Andrews, that's him. But yeah, so the rumours are that Romy is out in MCL 4 to 6 weeks, and Dewey has been named in the squad, but as of filming, we'll find out in 1 minute as the final team gets released. There's also rumours that Maverick Geyer and Kitlau Lee have signed with the Perth Bears. Kitlau Lee, obviously, Luke Lally is already signed with the Perth Bears, so that just gives more encouragement for Kitlau Lee to sign with the Perth Bears. That's it for our Target Purr segment. Now it's time for this. Luckily, as we just said, the teams have just come through, and boy, has it changed. Starting with the Warriors team list, we got Tane Tuapiki, who's just moved into the side for fullback. Down Tony Zalesniak at winger. The other winger, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Moving from fullback into the centres, Chance Nichols-Cookstad, with Adam Pompey as the other centre. Halves, Luke Metcalf and Tanner Boyd. Props, James Fisher-Harris and Jackson Ford, with Wade Egan at hooker. Second row, Leka Halasima and Jacob Laban. Lock, Aaron Clark. Moving on to the interchange. Sam Healy, Mitchell Barnett, Dimitri Vayamanga. Then number 17, Tanner Stower-Smith. 18, Murata Niokore. And 20, Chanel Harris-Tavita.
On to our West Tigers team. Number 1, Jordan Bullon. No change there. And Luke Lowley gone from the other side to the other side. Luke, don't know, but just moved up across sides. Luke Lauliti. And yep. Luke Lauliti in the winger, and also Tino Tavana, making his NRL debut, who scored in that amazing trial game. I think the amazing trial game. I think it was. And our two centres, we got Sania Taruva and Hamasi Makassini. No changes with Adam Dewey gonna be out. That rules out one of our, was it Tiger Purrs, or did we say that for Tiger Purrs? No. Anyways, but Dewey, we said both halves would be out, so maybe it's that. But anyways, yeah. So we said that we'd figure out if Dewey wasn't playing, and now he is playing. But number 6, Jock Madden, and number 7, Adam Dewey. Into our forwards, our two props, we got Terrell May and Fanua Pole. As our captain this week, because Luai's not there. In hooker, we got Appy. In our two second rows, Samuel Afeno and amazing Clappius Paul. And our lock, Alex Twal. And here in the bench, we got a bit of changes. Gerald Skelton moved to the bench. Tristan Hope still there in our number 14. Number 15, we've got Sione Fano. Number 16, Royce Hunt. Number 17, Alex Seyfarth. And I think it was someone else who moved out. But we've got Latu Fanu. I think that's only if Adam Dewey gets injured, they'll put him in. But he's in the interchanges as the number 19th man, but he's playing number 21.
That's it for our team list. Now it's time for this. Now it's time for 6 again. Tackle 1. What moment swung the game against the Tigers' loss?
I'm going to go with, when we knew we were going to lose, or just when we just, what does that mean?
I don't know, whatever you want.
I'm just going to say when we knew we were going to lose, probably when Alex Johnston scored. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like we had hope, as I said, Tristan Hope at halftime, but then that probably all fell when Latrell scored and then backed it up with Alex Johnston scoring. Okay, what's the biggest thing? Tackle 2. What's the biggest thing the Tigers must improve on after that game?
I'm gonna go with when they kick it and watch if they're gonna pass or not. If they're gonna kick it, grubber it on 5th and last or whenever when they're near the try line. We need to be watching where that ball goes. We need to be watching if anyone's open. And also the same with if just when they're near our line, which they shouldn't be. But if they are near their line, just our line, and just watch players, mark players, and everything like that. So technically just defense, yeah.
Pretty sure you just said every single aspect of the game, but
I did not.
But I think we need to work on our scoring options. When I was watching the game, I just didn't feel like we were going to score at any point. It just felt like there was nothing going on.
Since we only scored 2 tries, but the only reason we got up to 16 is because one was a 8-point try, and one was a 2 penalty goal. So we should have only been on 12 or 14 if that didn't happen.
Okay. Which Warriors? Tackle 3. I keep getting tackle. Which Warriors player will be the biggest threat tonight?
I'm gonna say the whole team's gonna be a good threat because they're in first, they're on fire. But I'm gonna say probably maybe their captain, James Fisher-Harris or Jackson Ford. I'm gonna say one of their props. I don't think their backs will play very good today. No, just no.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think their backs will play very well.
I disagree. I'm going to say their outside backs. Obviously, they've got Dallin Martinez-Lesniak, Chance Nichols-Cookstad, Adam Pompey, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. That looks like a pretty scary outside back line, if you ask me.
Yeah, that is a pretty good outside back line. But I just think, I don't know, but my gut's telling me that they're going to have a bad, game today. I'm not sure why, but yeah, anyways.
Alright. Tackle 4. Which Tigers player needs to step up the most in this game?
I'm gonna say I know Luai's not there, and like our two good half combination, Adam and Luai's not there. So I'm gonna say the person we need to step up is probably Dewey. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dewey needs to step up. Dewey or Appy, yeah, one of those two.
I sort of agree with you. I'm going to Jock Madden. He hasn't played a first grade game in like a long time.
Yeah, because he played with the Broncos, didn't he? And never got a game.
He got a game, but not.
Yeah, but he just not. He was. I think he played Cup a lot, or no, whatever they have, the Queensland one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Host Plus Cup.
Yeah, the hospital. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jock Madden will step up. Hopefully, he's been training hard and is fit and ready to play.
Yeah.
Tackle 5, second last tackle. Where is this game going to be won? AKA like the middle edges of the kicking game.
Now, if before Tavana went in, I would have said the edges, the two edges. But since it's Tavana's debut and it was only in a trial when he scored the try, I'm probably gonna say our halves. Our halves and our hooker. Our halves and our hooker.
Okay. I'm gonna say where the game will be won. Actually, defensively, I think our defensive outside backs will have to defend a lot. As I said, the outside backs for Warriors are looking pretty good.
We also need to have a good kicking game as well if we're going to win it.
Yeah, so hopefully Jock Madden's also been doing kicking training, ready to put up the kicks.
If Dewey goes off, which he probably won't, but if let's say in a scenario if Dewey did go off and let's say Latu's on, I'd say Jock Madden would kick goals because he's more experienced.
No,
really,
Appy would kick goals. He kicked goals first.
No, but I thought Jock could kick goals, not Appy.
Appy kicked goals all the way until Dewey was playing again.
Yeah, but everyone's been telling me that just Appy's not going to kick. But Jock will still get warmed up on kicks, maybe.
Oh, actually,
because what if Tristan Hope goes in? If Tristan Hope goes in, and Latu and Jock Madden are there, what happens? Who kicks?
Oh, wait, I actually did see a video of Jareem Buller hitting one from the sideline. Did you see that?
No.
It was on their YouTube page or something. Of Jareem Buller hitting it from the sideline.
Was it just for fun or what?
Yeah, during training, just for fun. It might have been like a bet or something.
I can't even kick that far.
We hit it from the sideline. It was a pretty good kick.
How far away from the sideline?
From the sideline, like 30 or something out.
Damn, I can't even kick in front from 30 out.
Yeah.
I can only kick from 20 out in front. Damn. I mean, he's like a fullback or whatever. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a little bit off track. But now moving to sixth and last. Who scores the match-winning try or, who makes the match-winning play?
If we're in that situation, if we're, say it's, 18-all situation or just, we're behind or something like that.
Hopefully we shouldn't have to get to that. Hopefully it'll be 68 to nil.
In a scenario, if that did happen. In a scenario, if that happened, which I hope it doesn't, I'm gonna say
Tristan Hope. Tristan Hope doesn't.
All right. It's 18-all, and we've got 30 seconds left. Last tackle. We're on the 30-meter line.
Our 30 or the other team 30?
Our 30, like scoring.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think what happens is, I think Tristan will be on.
Yeah.
I think he'll go into dummy half, or if he can't throw that far, Dewey will go back to, or Dewey will just kick a field goal, even if it's 2 or not. But I think Dewey will just win the game if it was just, yeah.
Okay. So obviously, I Tristan Hope that it doesn't come down to this, a match winner, 18-all as you said. Just going off yours as well, I don't think if Tristan Hope will be on in the lot if there's 30 seconds left. Usually, Appy comes off with
I'm just saying
if he does come off, sometimes he plays 80 minutes. If he does come off, he comes off with 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Because at the end of the game last time he was on, Tristan Hope. Yeah, he was on.
That's true, but I'm
just going off last week and what happened.
Yeah. But if it's going to be match winner, I think it's going to be different. I think we're going to try and spread it wide. Our outside backs against theirs. Dream Buller spreads it out, draws it in. I think he chucks it all over the top to Tino Devana to score the winner on debut. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it for us again.
That would be good though if Tino Tavana scored. Like if I was at the Tigers game and Tino Tavana scored, we'd be all going crazy.
Yeah, that'd be a game.
Not every Tigers fan at home, if that happened, it'd be like screaming, having beers and everything like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's it for us 6 again. Now it's time for this. Okay, our captain's challenge is a little different this week. But our captain's challenge is I challenge the Warriors to lose their first game of the year. I dare you. I double doggy dare you.
I triple doggy dare you.
Okay, that's it for our captain's challenge for this week. Okay, now it's time for our tip segment. Obviously, because of illness, we got delayed. So last night's game,
it went like that had that field goal at the end, so 33-16. But remember, while we're here, just I don't think it's too late to join our tipping comp, is it not? But anyways, you may not win, but just like
for the fun of the game.
For the fun of the game, just join it.
Okay, so
unless we all like get it wrong and use your joker, get it all right and everything like that. But anyways, it's not too late to join our tipping comp.
Yeah. So just going off our tips, me and Reese both got our tips right. Mm-hmm. I tipped margin 2. We were about 10 minutes to go in the first half when we were watching it.
You were like, please end the game now. It's about 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
I looked at the time.
I think it was 8-6 or something.
Yeah.
And Roosters were winning by 2.
Could be 10-8 as well.
Roosters were winning by 2. So.
But anyways, today we've got this will be released somewhere before the Tigers game around 6. But anyways. At 6 o'clock, 6:05, it will start anywhere between there. But anyways, Tigers versus Warriors. We all know who I picked. The Warriors. No, I'm joking. We picked the Tigers. Yeah, we've already spoken about it, so I'm just gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I also picked the Tigers. Sadly, on I tipped footy, there's no margin. Otherwise, I would have tipped them by about 72.
Same. The next game today at 7:50. It says it's 5 minutes behind it because that's when it locks. If you're ever on there, just wondering, that's when it locks. Because if it says 5:55, Sydney time, which we're in, Media Stadium, it'll say what? If you're in Australia, Sydney, it'll say 5:55.
Alright,
and then the game's actually at 6.
Yeah, moving on. At 8 p.m. we've got Broncos versus Dolphins. We've actually tipped different this time. I've tipped the Broncos, who some people say are the underdogs, but obviously they lost to Para, but I tipped the Broncos.
Yeah, I tipped the Dolphins because they're 7th, but even though the Broncos 13th, but I just think the Dolphins are just gonna play good this year. But we're looking at the sports betting now, and the Broncos are betted to win. But, yeah. So, the next game tomorrow, we've got... At 3 o'clock we got the Bulldogs versus the Knights.
Jeez, you're one smart cookie, aren't you?
No, you're one smart cookie. Anyways, the Bulldogs versus Knights. I think we just all know I tipped the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tipped the Bulldogs. I feel like the Knights stand no chance here.
Yep. Didn't need to even chat about that one. But at 5:30, that one was at 3 o'clock at Accor Stadium. At 5:30 at Combank Stadium versus the Eels with its Penrith's home ground because they're old. Their ground that's getting worked on is not up. So at Combank. That's just weird. That just feels weird.
Yeah, I tipped Penrith.
I tipped Penrith. We just know that. But yeah. And then same day tomorrow at 7. It says 7:30, so I'm guessing 7:35 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Cowboys versus the Storm. This one, it's the Cowboys in front. But it's I tip the Storm.
God, can you learn how to speak English? You could Queensland country
What do you think I'm speaking? Korean?
Yeah, if you
Korean?
Stop stuttering. Okay.
Korean?
I tipped the Storm. Obviously 5th versus 12th. It's only like 3 rounds in, but I still think Storm are gonna win.
Yeah. I think if they lost their last game last round, they should have just given them the spoon already. But now I think the Dragons will. Yeah. But anyways, we've got on Sunday we've got the Sharks versus the Raiders at 4:05. But I tipped the Sharks. What are you laughing at?
It doesn't matter. I also did the Sharks. Both not right now top 8 teams, but yeah, I just think Sharks are going to do better than the Raiders this year overall. So tip the Sharks. Now, early spoon bowl, Titans versus Dragons. Titans coming off the spoon. I believe Dragons are going to get the spoon.
Yeah,
full team of grandpas.
I tipped the Titans on that one. So
yeah, I also tipped the Titans.
Yeah. Alright, that's the end of our tip segment this week, and now it's time for bold prediction.
Yes, that's right, Race. It's time for bold prediction. Sadly, I did not get 4 from 4.
But I got mine.
Only one Josh scored.
Yeah, but there was two sin bins on Saturday.
Unless I'm pretty sure I know someone that calls him Josh Maxini and Josh Fino, right?
Yeah. No, I don't.
So, this week.
No, you didn't get it. We all know that. You didn't get it. Okay, stop trying to make excuses.
Okay, we're off in the ante this week. We're going really bold. My bold prediction is it's going to be a draw. No golden point.
Draw.
They're going to get to golden point.
A draw, like 18-all.
Why is your thing 18-all every time?
Because I like the number 14-all. Favorite number.
Okay, sure. Goes to golden point, goes through both 5-minute halves, and there's a draw.
Yeah, my bold prediction, I'm not even more bold. It's like the same thing as last week. But there's going to be, instead of 2, 3 sin bins on Saturday.
Learn how to speak English, mate.
Okay, stop.
Okay, that's it for our bold prediction this week. Now it's time for our Round the Ground segment where we check up on our junior teams. Firstly, best of luck to the Andrew Johns and Laurie Daly Cup teams who are playing in their grand final in Port Macquarie this week after winning last week. Now checking up on our teams. Last week, New South Wales Cup lost to the Bunnies, and as we speak, have just lost to the Warriors 29-28. Josie Flegg drew 2020. Wow. 22 all to the Bunnies.
You can't speak English now.
On our side, Josie Flegg drew 22 all to the Bunnies and will play the Warriors on Sunday. Balmain and West both lost in SG Ball last week, while Harold Matthews also lost last week. But Balmain won, so West lost, but Balmain won. That's it for our Around the Ground segment.
That's the end of our podcast this week. Don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, as I said for the second time in the podcast, it's not too late to join our. I can't speak today. To join our tipping comp, and remember to put in the 10 in the bin on our Instagram. And close out, Tigers fans. See ya!
Peace.